You love to see it. Jaylen Brown and JaySon Tatum combined for 48 points. JT once again coming through in the clutch as the Celtics have now won 4 straight going into the All-Star break. Welcome in here to Celtics Postgame Live, presented by your New England Ford dealers. I am Abby Chin. He is Chris Forsberg. Let me give you the final score before we start talking about it. 132-125. But Chris, the Celtics dialed up the defense just enough in that third quarter, and then JaySon Tatum once again carrying them across the finish line.
I mean, they had to dial it up because it was nowhere to be found in the first half, but Brad was going to put that one play on a post or two and try and teach them that's the ball movement they need.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Beggars can't be choosers. You know, we'll have Scal on in a few minutes. He was calling it a good win. Not sure I'm ready to go there, but wins are wins are wins. You get a 4-game win streak going into the break. The Celtics feel better about themselves than they necessarily did during that rough patch. I'd still like to see them take care of business against undermanned teams more often, but again, the end result is they found a way to win. The bench was great. That's a good thing. I got a chance to catch up with JaySon Tatum after the game to see how he feels about this 4-game winning streak. All right, here with JaySon Tatum. JaySon, after your rough patch there in February, you guys go out with 4 straight wins. How did it feel to go into the All-Star break with that little winning streak?
It felt great. Obviously we had a rough patch, a lot of ups and downs, but to come back from that trip that we lost 3 in a row and then win 4 in a row going into this break is big, and hopefully we can continue to build off that.
I don't know if you were able to get word right at the end of halftime there. You got chosen by Team Durant. You'll be paired with Bradley Beal on Team Durant. How excited are you? You said the other day you were kind of excited about the possibility of you two teaming up.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But that's what I was looking forward to most. So I'm excited, to be playing with him.
Well, the bad news is Jaylen's on Team LeBron. Can you remember a time when you guys went up against each other, besides in practice and all that?
No, I don't think we ever played against each other besides practice. So yeah, this will be a first.
You looking forward to going at him a little bit?
No, not really. I mean, we played one-on-one so many times. Yeah, I'm gonna guard somebody else during that game.
What are you looking forward to after the All-Star game? You gonna get any downtime here?
I guess we got a day or so. Yeah, we gotta be back.
Well, enjoy your one day off, JaySon.
Thank you.
Oh, that's rough. One day. JT could use a break, though, no question, but he led the way for the Celtics tonight. Went out with a bang, 27 points, 12 boards, Chris, and a lot of free throws.
What I loved was the closing moments there where they were just trying to salt this thing away, and it felt like the Raptors kept making charges. He had some ridiculous shots. That one, fadeaway. Everyone was looking at him incredulously. I know he says he doesn't want to do the dunk contest, but he had that loud putback dunk, that charge down the middle there. He's ramping it up a little bit. It's nice to see that even though he's clearly fatigued, him and Jaylen are clearly just trying to get to the finish line of this first half. They are able to ratchet up a little bit when they need to and help him close this thing out. A quiet 27, I'll say that much, until the end when he started that point right there.
I think he got a lot louder in the fourth quarter, and then with time winding down.
And that's when you want him to sort of take it to the next level, right?
Yeah, the incredulous smile from Stanley Johnson right there. I love that play, too, because the 4 remaining Raptors coaches were all up on their feet, screaming at the defense, and there was nothing you can do when JaySon Tatum's doing that.
When JaySon Tatum is doing that, there is no answer to that, and that's why it's so much fun to watch when he goes to that next level and just closes out a game.
And the good news is we have something to look forward to in that second half, and that Marcus Smart may be back. We may get to see Romeo Langford for the first time this season. And the Celtics, we talked about it pregame, this was so important to get this win here tonight. Yeah,
so you start looking ahead to the second half. You got to open up against the Nets, who are playing some of their best basketball and look like the team you're probably going to have to go through in the Eastern Conference. You'll get, some first extended rest here, and maybe when you emerge on the other side, Tatum will feel a little bit better, Jaylen will feel better. Maybe you will have Marcus Smart out there. So I'm really intrigued to see what this team looks like at full. I keep going back to it. 28 minutes for that Tatum, Brown, Kemba, Smart core so far in 2 games. We don't even really know what this team looks like at full strength.
Here is a wrap of the homestand. Like I said, the Celtics taking them all. They beat beat the Pacers, the Wizards, the Clippers, and now this depleted Raptors team. But the Raptors showing so much fight on the second night of a back-to-back and barely missed a three.
I think I owe Perk an apology. Because
I know.
He said 4-0, and I laughed at him. I was like, hey, how about we get one win?
Ridiculous.
You know? So now, hey, Perk called it 4-0. Good for him.
Gal, we welcome you back in from the call. What are your takeaways, not only from this game, but from this four-game homestand?
I feel like the guys are just moving better. I feel like everyone's fresher. The ball's moving better. Guys are driving with more force. Or when a team like Toronto played in that first half, and you could see they were passing the ball all over the place, had the high assist numbers with the low turnovers. And Jay Larranaga, I have a conversation with him, and he says, we got to pick up our ball pressure. We got to make them uncomfortable. And then you actually go out there and see it in the second half. That means the guys now have some legs underneath them. So another thing to look forward to in the second half of the season. I know it's going to be a grueling schedule, but what we have to look at is when this team is at their best, how do we like them? And can't wait to see Smart get back, and I want to see him play with the same pop they played with tonight. Toronto, I thought they played a really tremendous game. Guys who normally don't make shots were making shots. So I know you look at it like it's a depleted roster, but I can't imagine even if Toronto had their full squad, would they have been able to, shoot the ball the way they did tonight?
We're going to look at the tape from the third quarter, Scal, but you think that pep, that extra, that freshness, is that coming just from sleeping in your own beds, or is that all the massages you can get at the training facility?
No, I don't. Yeah, I think, there's part of it is that training facility that has all that stuff and being around your own people and just like, getting perspective. I'm sure, I don't know what it's like going through a season like this. I have no perspective at all when it comes to this, but I'm sure that just being home and being around your family in this time is giving guys sort of like that second gear, that second juice.
Nice. I just wanted to talk about massages, though.
We had a lot of deep tissue massage talk last week,
Yeah.
and it got weird. How good was it to see the bench step up like that, Scal, and get guys like Grant Williams, who has been, really out of the lineup for a good stretch here to give you those contributions?
So I'm pretty consistent when it comes to the bench. I think that if the ball moves, the bench will play well. Now, I don't know if they'll play as well as they did today every single night. Everyone shot a really high percentage, but I just feel like when the Celtics move the ball, the bench is going to take advantage of it. So, just look at all these plays. They're all basically off of JaySon Tatum making a pass, or here's another pass from Tatum where a guy hits a three. So when those two guys, Tatum and Brown, are moving the ball, I just feel like our bench is good enough. I think they're fifth in the NBA in shooting percentage when they're wide open. So I do believe that that's a key for the Celtics, is for our big-time players to get the bench players, more opportunities to get wide open looks.
And feeling good about the Celtics, big three in Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, and JaySon Tatum. Scal, are you a momentum guy? How do the Celtics take this? What do they do with this four-game road trip, and how do you maintain that opening up the second half?
I am not a momentum guy. I do not believe. Yeah, momentum does not carry over from the All-Star game to the second half. I don't believe that momentum carries over from the last game of the regular season to the playoffs. But I do believe you can make your own luck. You can make your own momentum by playing the same way. I don't think that I know the Celtics know now they have a formula. Ball movement, get after it on the defensive end, pressure the ball, funnel everyone to Robert Williams, man. He's blocking every shot down there. So I think they have the formula to succeed, but I don't think it's necessarily, if they just can't show up and expect this result to happen all over again.
Scal, how much will Smart help them in getting his defensive intensity?
Yeah, I think it will help. I think I'm more concerned about the offensive end. I know it sounds crazy, right?
Really?
You would think if there's something connected with this team. When they move the ball and they shoot the ball well, they all play defense to a certain extent. They win games. So we've had games where we played, really good defense, and we don't score enough points. I just feel like the energy level, everything is different when the ball is moving and the superstars are making plays for everybody else. So I think Marcus Smart will get some guys open shots. He'll knock down open shots. So I'm excited about him coming back.
Scout, 2 more questions before you get to go to the All-Star break. Who you taking, Team Durant or Team LeBron? And then what are you doing during the break? Because you usually go to Mexico. Are you allowed to leave the country?
Yeah, I won't be telling you what I'm doing, Abby, nor will I tell anybody else what I'm doing right now. But I will say that I didn't get a chance to look at the teams. I know that LeBron picked Giannis and then followed up with Steph Curry. I don't know, man. That's going to be remember, Kevin Durant is not playing. So even though he's drafting for all these people, he's actually not out there. So I think I have to go with Team LeBron. But like Team LeBron was the kind of guy that said, I don't know if I have any energy for this. Giannis said the same thing. So I'm wondering what type of, with that message coming across the NBA, I'm really wondering what type of all-star game we have.
Don't sleep on Tatum and Beal getting their chance to play together. I'm telling you, Team Durant will have a chance if those St. Louis boys want to.
Hey, let me ask you guys, did you guys take it? So, because I was too busy doing this, right? Did JaySon Tatum was the last? Okay, fine. All right, you're right. Let's compare what I do during the game to what you do. That's right. No problem. You're right. We were all busy.
Go ahead. What was your question?
Don't play the victim on that one. That was ridiculous, Chris. I'll say this.
Grinding here, Scal.
Yeah, I know. I've been there. Yeah. I've been there when we don't call the game. I know what it's like. Okay, JaySon Tatum was the last pick of the starting group. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got like the final 2 picks. So Beal and Tatum, you can call 8-9, but technically Tatum was 9.
He was the injury replacement.
So should I be offended? I'm just asking. I'm learning this whole like offended thing. Should I be offended that Tatum was picked last?
Yes. You use everything as motivation.
Gotcha. I got you. Okay, good. I'm offended now. Can you believe this guy? I can't wait. I cannot wait till Tatum plays LeBron and Tatum plays Durant. Said, you're going to pick me last? Pick me last again. Didn't that sound familiar? Oh, yeah, that was Isaiah Thomas.
I'm with Chris then, I guess. Yeah, use whatever it takes. Well, Scout, we appreciate all of your effort, all of your hard work.
And we got some real